EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Toronto Huskies and our home team. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up here in the booth. And Charles, for fans of defensive football, I don't think it gets any better than this. We get to see the league's best and second best defenses square off in a game where points probably figure to be at a premium.
But hits won't be at a premium, will they? Because these two units, they dole them out. And if each of them has their way, we'll take a 0-0 game into overtime, partner. Very rare to see either one of these defenses slip up more than a couple of times in a game. So when there's a mistake, if you're the opposing offense, you better take advantage and capitalize, because you won't get many shots at the end zone, many shots at kicking field goals. This is going to be a fun one.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shift.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Here's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Their second drive here of the ball game, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
2nd and 4. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on first down. Addison had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And that's just one of those head scratchers. You watch that one back on film as a coach, probably say, well, what in the world did we do there?
Yeah, it makes it tough on a coach, doesn't it? When you have to teach him how to keep fighting and breaking tackles versus when to say that's enough. That play is already done.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Desperados have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number 1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
He might be being set up here for a busy ball game. Already 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points, but what they really want is to find a way for him to kick extra points instead of field goals.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense taking over again. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are the first or second seed come playoff time.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's going the other way. On the move past the 40. There he goes, right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They're going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Second and 5. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange some.
And a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On second down, they'll run it here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And the Toronto first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 34 yards there.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
We're trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Houston's offense taking over again.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Desperados will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Hands it off out of the gun. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They'll try, and now a fumble. The ball's out.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Huskies are back within a score.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Addison. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Addison, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Addison, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Addison, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the defense. And they take over, they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And a question. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll look to throw again. There, this is caught. It's Parker. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm, because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
On the return is Ferguson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Houston set to take over. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Slant pass, it's Ferguson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Addison. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out. They ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 9 now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Working with 2nd and 5 now. One back in
backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 2nd and 5. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's the option play now to the left. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Dancing to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Houston.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. On 2nd down now, Addison. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Desperados have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 5, and time a huge factor. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So the 2nd half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of a team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So now the story changes. Trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A little over 40 seconds to go. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. On third down, Addison, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So they bring out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
It doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. On first down, Addison. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the home team here,